Another vehicle I just got. Actually, this vehicle is now my mom's. I'm checking something out on it because the check engine light came on, and apparently it's just a couple of things. One of my mom's boyfriend slapped that on the back of her truck because she was driving really slow. It's just a little magnet. I'm going to take that back off here soon. Yeah, we're just leaving that on there for when I take it back over to her. A little bit of a joke for her. And should be pretty funny to see her reaction to that. But truck's in decent shape. It's got some dings on it and stuff on a couple of spots, but nothing bad. Just like, there's like 3 dings on it. Good gas mileage. Only had 21,000 miles on it when I got it for her. And I got 3 times what her trade was worth for it. The seats are in really good shape, but she put these, her and her boyfriend put these seat covers over it. They like to go out fishing and stuff, so they tend to get into the camo theme. Of course, they like guns and all that stuff too. Somewhat of a redneck side to them. But yeah, the dash is in good shape. Fit and finish is really nice on it. No cracks, no wear and tear as far as the interior goes. We think as far as the check engine light goes that it might need a fuel filter, which I think would make sense because it's been sitting for so long. Now it's got 25,000 miles on it. It's 2004 and it only has 25,000 miles on it. And it seems to be a fuel flow issue that the pump is fine, we've tested that, but I think it's the fuel filter's bad, which is one of my friends who's a mechanic. It's his best guess too as far as that goes. We're gonna look at it though and see, but either way it's something minor because it runs perfectly fine. High idle right now because it's cold, but it'll drop down in a minute. The stereo works pretty decent. AC blows very nicely, very cold, and it's definitely not a quick truck. It's only got the 4-cylinder, but a little XE model. There is a ton of room under this hood. If there was any more room, I could stand in there with the engine. Quiet little runner, simple design, simple engine. Something I like a lot about it. It's not a quick truck by any means. My car would absolutely waste this thing in a race without even trying. I think most things would though. But it's not horrible. It's not exactly, you know, like... It's not so slow that it's unbearable. It's not unsafe. But it doesn't really have the get up and go that I would like for when I drive. So I don't really drive it too much whenever I let her borrow my car for something. She's got an F-150 that sucks down quite a bit of gas. As soon as I get this taken care of here this weekend, it'll be back on the road again. We usually just don't take any chances when a check engine light comes on though, because sometimes it's something minor, sometimes it's something more important. This appears to be something minor, so not too concerned about it. The headlights are actually clear. I was kind of surprised with that. But again, this is another garage baby. I just did a video on my Grand Prix back there, and it was a garage baby as well. And I am amazed at the deals that we got on these things. I got that car for about a little less than half of what it was worth. Probably a third of what it was worth. And I got double what my trade was worth out of it. And it had brand new tires, brand new brakes, everything done. maintained very well. It has receipts for the entire history of the car, everything from every oil change. She had a book of coupons and discounts and everything else that she still had for everything that she was planning on doing for the year before she decided to trade it in. She basically planned out her maintenance. She had receipts from every time it was detailed. I mean, it was a very consistent pattern that she had. The guy with this was almost the same way. He didn't have the impeccable record keeping that this lady had, but he definitely took good care of it. And the tires are new, the brakes are new, and definitely a well-maintained vehicle. Just the average wear and tear on it. And I got the toolbox in the back that came with it. And for her trade, I traded in one of her vehicles for it and then paid off the difference. I got a lot more than what her trade was worth. I got triple what her trade was worth. And I got this truck for about $6,000 less than the value of it. Traded in her little red Dakota for it that was pretty rough. It was time for her. That's why she ended up driving the F-150 that she's got instead, because the Dakota was getting so rough that it was a ticking time bomb. So it was time to get rid of that. So yeah, it's got the single little jump seat in the back. Yeah, it's a good little truck though. The steering is very nice on it. I like the tightness of it. It's just right. It's not too much, it's not too little. The stereo is nothing special, but I mean, it's, you know, it's average. Nothing great. It's just got 4 speakers, the little door speaker there, a little tweeter up there, and just a basic deck. It has a CD player at least, so that's not too bad. The gauges on the older ones, I guess, lit up yellow or something. These ones I like because they actually light up white. I was never a fan of the yellow. It just did not sit well with me. It was kind of, I would have had to change the colors of it. Not that I'm really a picky person usually, but for some reason I just don't like the yellow gauges at night. Don't know why. See, it revs fine. There's no problems with that. But the check engine light's saying something about a fuel problem. So we'll see. It could be an injector too. I don't know. But if it was an injector, I think it'd be missing a lot more. I think it's just a slow fuel flow though that's setting it off, because this thing has proven to be very sensitive about that stuff. And I mean, of course, is, you know, if you leave the gas cap off, that'll set it off. If you leave an oil cap too loose, that'll set it off. So I mean, and I'm pretty good about not doing that stuff, but man, I can't really say the same about her. You know how some people get when it comes to cars, they just forget about that stuff sometimes. But a little cargo light there. So, yep, there'll be more videos to come. I might take this out for a drive sometime, let you guys see what it's like, let you guys see what I'm talking about when I say it is pretty slow. It's not horrible, but it's not fast either. I will say that for a small truck, at least it has a decent horn. I was expecting it to have this little, you know, Volkswagen Beetle meep meep kind of horn, almost like how the Roadrunners had. But anyways, stay posted. We'll see more videos of all the vehicles, and I'm gonna start diversifying some of the videos more. I got some stuff I'm gonna do on that car for more instructional videos. I do have to change the supercharger oil on that one now, but you guys already have a video of that. But there are some other things that I'm gonna do that I'll put some videos up on there for some of the more simple do-it-yourself stuff. I am by no means a certified mechanic or anything, but I do know at least some good basic stuff and some good do-it-yourself stuff that saves you from having to spend a bunch of money at a mechanic over something stupid. Anything advanced, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have the money to fix it if you mess up, just go have a mechanic do it. It's not worth the risk. But if you can do it yourself and it's not something that'll cost you a lot of money if you mess up, go ahead and try it. That's my little philosophy on that. If you can afford the mistake, do it. If you can't afford the mistake, don't risk it. Then I'm also going to start doing some other videos. I might actually start a second channel for some of these little adventures that I go on. I've done a lot of stuff in my time. I've done skydiving. I've traveled all over the world. I've, done all kinds of stuff, but I've never really documented it. But that was because a lot of the times when I was doing it, YouTube hadn't really gotten big yet. YouTube's only been around since I think it was '03 or something. And it wasn't huge yet. Social media, social networking was not big yet. So I didn't really do too much videos or pictures or anything like that. I was actually burnt out from cameras altogether because in high school, my parents, my stepmom was a photographer as a little side job with the church and everything, and she was always following us kids around, my siblings and I, with a camera. So I got burned out on cameras and having my picture taken. Every time I saw a camera, I pretty much ran from it after that. I just did not want to be around it anymore. And so the whole time I was in the military, the whole time I was traveling around and everything else, I just kind of said to hell with cameras, to hell with videos, to hell with pictures, and just kind of said screw it. Didn't want to document all that stuff. But now I'm kind of wishing that I had. Now that social media has kind of gotten big, you can actually share the experiences. And I think that from now on, when I start doing some of this stuff, I haven't been gone traveling in a while. I haven't really done much in a while because I've been too busy at college and all that stuff. But pretty soon I'm going to start doing stuff again. And I'm going to start traveling again. I'm going to start doing all these little crazy adventures and stuff again. And I think I'm going to start documenting that stuff. But I might just start a second channel for that and keep this one car related for the most part. And I might change the videos with my Husky over to the other channel. But shout out to Blinky Cab, a little moto vlogger over in Australia. He hasn't really been doing too much moto vlogging lately because he didn't have a bike for a while, but he's working on changing that, so tune into him. Sly Rider, Philly, a couple of others you want to check out. And so yeah, stay posted, and there'll be more to come soon. It's going to start picking up for sure. The nicer weather for racing and stuff is getting here to Florida. It's not so humid anymore. There was a lot of humidity that was in the summertime and everything, but the weather's starting to tame down a little bit in Florida, so now it's going to start picking up at the tracks and everything else, and my budget and situation and time management and everything else is starting to change, so I'll be getting back out there, and we'll see what the new car does stock first at the track, so I have something to compare it to, and then if I decide to do a bunch of stuff to it, then we can start comparing. But even if I just end up doing like an exhaust and intake and stuff like that and some basics, then we'll see what the difference is, how it comes out, what kind of changes that the small modifications will make in my times and stuff. Also gonna try and get out to Sebring Raceway, but so stay tuned because some stuff is gonna be coming up. I'm gonna start making some more videos with my dog, and like today we had one of my mom's boyfriend's sister's dog, Rocco. He is a little puppy Rottweiler. He's starting to get kind of big, but he's still a puppy. Brought him over today. There's a dog park right across the street from where I live, and we had them running around. And I didn't think to grab the camera to get a video of that, which I'm going to have to start changing that too, is I'm going to start grabbing the camera for stuff now. And start getting some videos of them. I think next time they play, I'll probably have to get a video of that. But so yeah, stay tuned because there's gonna be some more stuff coming. So have a good day, guys.